What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. We have a different kind of video. I haven't made these kind of videos in a while, of like selling and me selling products. It's main reason because I've kind of slowed down with it, especially with the $100 to $10,000 challenge. Like, I slowed down a lot with it, but you see, May 21st, I was doing a lot of this like before May. Main reason why I've kind of slowed down with it is because Collecticons, card party, I've just been very busy. So, but I got my first return. Like, literally, like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't really see like what it says on here. What it says on here is it needed additional postage, I guess, because normally this postage is good, like with the eBay selling. I'm guessing I'm only in my first 100 sales of selling on eBay, so I'm kind of still in my learning phases. This is the first time this problem's happened to me, and I'm gonna pull these cards out and kind of, I think I know the reason why. The main reason is because it's supposed to, this thing goes, the way you send it, when you send it like this, like under $20, you can send it in like a little envelope. You can send it there, and it goes through a machine, like an auto machine, and it like sends things through. Some of them, like if it's thicker, like the machine will mess it all up. Like that was a problem too. Also, I'm gonna explain to you why I think this is another problem. This is why I kind of, well, I switched. Okay, I'll show you why I think this was the problem mainly. I don't really think it was the second reason why this happened, but I do have another reason why I think this happened. It's kind of sad, but you know, it happened, and this was kind of a situation I ran into. But you know, I add extra cards in there, and I think this is the one. If this is what I'm thinking, no, I didn't. Like, I added, how many cards in here? 2, 4, 5. Yeah, I think I added 5 cards plus this card here. It was a Ho-Ho EX. I think I only sold it for like a couple bucks or whatever like that. But the problem I think is because I think I put too many cards in there and it was too thick. I'm trying to add cards because I want to help like add extra value to people because I have a lot of spare cards and I want to get rid of them. So I've been adding extra cards. But I think what I've been trying to do is lower the card amount. Like, I want to give more cards, but just because of the possibility of it not going to the machine, I can't really do that many. So I'm only going to start going down to maybe 2 or 3 cards because I think 5 is a little too much that I've realized, because this is the first time that I have a problem with, but I think that's mainly the reason that it happened. Because out of 100, I've sold maybe like 106 items on eBay so far. Haven't had no problems so far. There was one instance, but that wasn't on my packaging really. It was me kind of saying something when I was at the mail place, which I don't think this scenario was that, because it happened like a while when I first started selling. But I'm going to explain that to y'all, and why y'all gotta, if y'all are gonna sell cards on eBay and like send them to the post offices, why you gotta kind of watch out what you say with them, because especially with this lady, it kind of like, it's crazy. The second thing that I think might have happened, but I doubt it, like I said, because this happened a while ago, is I'm gonna explain a scenario to y'all. This really like was kind of a sucky scenario, honestly. So what happened was I went to the post office, and I was going there for like my first, I think like 50 sales, I think it was. I went there for my first 50 sales, and the lady was there. I brought like, I think like 5 or 6 of them in or something like that, because I had like I normally do like bulk sales. Like, I put lists like 6 or 7 of them at a time, so I can go there and not go to the post office every single day and drop it off. So I gave them to the lady, and she was like putting them there, and I guess she was like feeling them, and she's like, hey, is there something in here? Like, other than that, I'm like, yeah, it's cardboard. She's like, well, is there something? It feels like there's plastic in there. Like, she was being a real like very weird about it. So next thing you know, I was like, yeah, there's plastic in there. She's like, no, you're not supposed to have this. Take this out. You're supposed to pay the extra. You're supposed to pay extra for that. I'm like, what are you talking about? I've sold like 50 items already. I haven't had no problems and anything like that. She's like, no, you're supposed to pay the extra. I'm like, all right, whatever. I didn't want to argue with her. She really like irritated me, because I'm like, I've done this before. I had no problems. Why are you giving me a problem now? Just because I've done this multiple times. I literally came to you exactly multiple times, and you're telling me this now. Like, it's worked so many times, so why are you giving me a problem now? Like, it was that kind of scenario. So I'm like, all right. I just left, didn't have to deal with it. Went down, there's literally like another post office, like maybe like 5 minutes down the road that I had to go to. So I went down to that one, and then I just dropped him off there. The guy had no problem. I had no problems going there. So I've been going there recently instead of the other place, unless I'm really in a rush, because that's the way to, like, when I gotta leave somewhere. The other one that was closer to me, that's the one I was going. But I've been going to the one that's a little farther. It's not that farther, but you know, just to not deal with the lady, and I haven't had no problems with the second one. I think that's maybe what happened, because I think I was in a rush that day, so I possibly might have dropped this one off at the other one, and maybe, but I don't go to the person no more. There's a little drop box you can put it in, but you know, she might have, I was going to her for so long, so she might have remembered my name or whatever like that, because you know, the name's right here on the card. You know, she could probably remember my name on there. I don't know exactly. So I don't know if that's actually the reason that happened to this. I don't really remember. Like I said, I've sold like 100 items. I don't know exactly where I dropped one, exactly which one off. You know what I mean? I've done different places, been in a rush, this, that, and the other. But it kind of sucks that this one kind of happened like this. You know, I had to pay the extra stamp. Like, I wouldn't mind, but like, it's just a process. I've already refunded the guy. There's already been maybe like how many, I think I've done like 4 or 5 refunds already. Like I said, the ones that I sent through, because I've been sending them with, like a while ago, I was sending them with 5 cards and it was doing fine. Some of them didn't start, people weren't getting them delivered. Like they weren't receiving them and they were being like, hey, I haven't received my card. I was like, okay, refund them. It was maybe like $2 or $3, you know, like I haven't really sold no big cards. And the one big card that I sold, it went through fine, did tracking and all that. So that was fine. But with these smaller cards and under $20 cards, like I said, I do it this way, had no problem. But I'm gonna start sending with less cards. Like I've been sending with 2 or 3 cards in it, and I've had no problem. But I want to say this going forward to you guys, if you want to kind of, you know, because it helps my, when I'm doing eBay, like honestly, if I give a couple extra cards in there, a lot of people's been like, hey, like I appreciate the extra cards, even if they're, you know what I mean, I have bulk everywhere. Like I have so much of bulk. Like I have to get boxes to get rid of my bulk. Like it's crazy how many bulk I have. I just open so much and I just don't do nothing with the bulk. But yeah, so I've been trying to give it away. People really enjoy it too. You mean their kids enjoy it. You know, it's nice to just give it away because I don't do nothing with it. I play the game a little bit, but you know, it's not every single card you need it for a game. Like especially Japanese. Like I've been giving a lot of the Japanese cards away. People really like the Japanese too because I've been trying to get more people into Japanese. But I'm just going on a tangent here. But so if I was y'all selling, I wanted to give this kind of notice to y'all too. If y'all are selling y'all Pokemon cards like this, how I've been doing it, because this is the only way that I've been doing it. So watch out with that really. If you're going to give extra cards, make sure you're only doing a couple, maybe 1 or 2. I wouldn't do more than that. You know, I'd like to be more generous and give more cards because I don't need them. But just for the safety reason of not having this happen, like I don't want returns. I would prefer to just get it there and stuff like that. If I would have known about it, I would have paid the extra and just sent it off and have to worry about it. It would have been less profit. But, you know, at least I wouldn't have to worry about that, getting it sent back and getting a refund and having the possibility of a bad review because the guy didn't receive it. But so far, my reviews have been fine. I haven't sold in a while. I might start getting back into it because I'm kind of, you know, got nothing really coming up. So we'll see what happens there. But I wanted to let y'all know this. This is my first time I had a return. Let me know if this happened to y'all too before and figured out how y'all did this situation. Like I said, it might have been the other lady. I highly doubt it. I don't know because I haven't really spoke to her and since that day. So it might have possibly been, I don't know. I don't really remember exactly. I might have dropped this card off at the other post office that I go to now. And it just might have just happened because the thicker, I feel like it's honestly because the thicker of it, like the thicker, it goes through a machine. It has to be like thin paper, like it has to be thin. Like, so we'll see what happens. But I'm going to keep doing this and I'll let y'all know if I get another return. But this is weird to me. Never received a return. You can't even really see what they said because it's just been so long. Like this card was back in like May. That's what I'm saying. Like, it was so long ago. Let me know down in the comments if y'all had the same problem and tell me what was did y'all have the same problem as me? Like you put too many cards in there or is there another reason? But the other thing too is that I want to say is sometimes I'll send 2 cards at the same time and put 2 top loaders inside and maybe I'll put another card in there and you think that would be thicker than 4 or 5 cards in there. But you know, I don't know. And those cards I haven't had a problem with. But if I do 3 top loader cards or more, I'll buy the extra 44 stamp and just be fine with it because I'd rather it be safe than sorry. But you know, I'm trying to find the fine line between putting only not having to pay for the extra postage stamp. Because when I'm selling these cards, I don't sell them for more than like $3, I think maybe. So that 44 cents really eats into my profit with them. So we'll see what happens. For now going forward, I'm going to maybe only put 2 cards in there and see what happens from now on. And if I get returns, then I'll just start paying for the extra postage. Probably not, but I'll probably maybe take out maybe and only put 1 card in there. I would love to give more away, but you know, you can only do what you gotta do. But I got this return. Probably gonna be putting this back up on eBay because I gotta sell it. Sad the guy didn't buy it, or sad the guy didn't receive it because I know everybody wants to receive cards. I actually had another guy that reached out to me. I sent him cards. He didn't receive it either. That one might have got shredded up in the thing. I don't know what happened exactly, but just want to let y'all know this to kind of, I guess, warn y'all, look out for you because I know a lot of people sell these cards because it's fun. I enjoy selling them. It's a really fun part of it. So let me know if y'all experience. Want to let y'all know. See y'all in the next one. Peace.